Good morning, students. I welcome you all. Myself, Baby Rawat, your English teacher. I hope you all are fine and safe along with your family members. Today, I'll start chapter number 3 from your book, First Flight. In this chapter, there are actually two short stories. The name of the chapter is Two Stories About Flying, but actually, there are two stories. So, today, I'll start first story, and title of that first part is His First Flight. So before I start, I'll give you a brief summary of the chapter of this story. There was a seagull who lived with his family. That seagull was not brave. Actually, his brother and his younger sister, everybody learned how to fly. But that seagull was not. He was actually afraid of flying. So one day his family did something, and what happens next, that we will see now. His first flight, which is from chapter number 3, Two Stories About Flying. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. So now already I have told you that his younger brothers and sister, all they learned how to fly and they flew, but this seagull, who was quite alone on his ledge is part of wood or tree, you can say. So he was sitting there alone. Nobody was with him because everybody flew. All members of his family had flown, and he tried to flap his wings, but he became afraid, scared. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath. He was afraid of. Expanse means vast area, so he was afraid of that sea also, and it was such a long way down, miles down, and he was sitting on height, so he was afraid of that also. He felt certain that his wings would never support him. And what was his feeling? He thought that his wings would never support him. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. And full night he slept there. He could not fly. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings and flew away, he failed to muster up courage. Muster means collect. To take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. Now the thing, already I have told you that all his brothers and sisters who were younger and their wings were shorter than this seagull, even though they flew, but this seagull was not able to collect courage to fly. His father and mother had come around. Calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move. So now why he was alone there? Because his parents did everything to overcome that fear. They threatened him. They left him alone. They did not give anything to eat. He was hungry, starving, even though he could not move from there because of his fear. That was 24 hours ago. Now, all these things were done by his parents 24 hours ago. It means for the last 24 hours he was alone there. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. He had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it, standing on a rock, while his parents circled around, praising a proud crackle. So now, here we see that his younger brothers and sister flew. Even his older brother, he also learned how to catch fish, and when he did that, his parents praised him. So 24 hours, for the last 24 hours he was alone there, but previous day he saw that they were flying all together, enjoying, praising, but this seagull, he was quite alone there. And all the morning, the praising a proud, all the morning whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice. Now all they went from there, and where did they go? To a next big plateau. He left that those family members, they left that place and they went to big plateau, and from here he was able to see them. The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on its ledge that faced the south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Now here, because it was sunrise, so he was it was because of sun, he felt heat and he was hungry, because what was the reason? He had not eaten since the previous nightfall. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge, and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other. So actually he is trying to fly, but because of his fear, again and again he was failed, and pretending to be falling asleep. Now here we can see he pretend, because he can see his parents were though they were not there, but they were able to see him. So what did he pretend? He pretended to be falling asleep. Still they took no notice of him, but his parents took no notice of him. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. Now he saw that his brother and sister, they were there on the next plateau, another plateau. They were dozing, means sometimes they were closing their eyes, and their heads were sunk into their necks. His father was preening the feathers on his white back. Only, what is meaning of preening? It is making making an effort to maintain feathers. So now only his mother was looking at him, but he could see that his mother's heart. So mother was still looking at him sometimes. She was standing on a little high hump of that plateau, her white breast thrust forward. Now and again she tore at a piece of fish. They lay at her feet and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. So here is description of what mother was doing. Everybody was, other family member, they were not noticing, but mother is mother. So mother was, sometimes she was looking at that seagull, and whenever they were throwing piece of fish towards the mother, what she was doing, that she tore at a piece of fish. So she was after tearing that fish, and then her feet, and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. So because she was sitting on a rock, on a high rock, so she was scraping her beak on that rock. The sight of the food maddened him. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it. So what is meaning of wet? It's a different word here. Wet is to sharpen. So now he remembered that how he was also doing the same thing when he saw his mother doing that, So he also remembered that he was also doing, because he was so hungry. So when he saw that, he was also remembering those days when he was scraping his beak now and then, means again and again, to sharpen it. Now it's time for homework, students. Today's homework is that you have to read this chapter properly, so that when I will explain in next videos, you will be able to understand easily. So with this, I wish you good health, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you.